Should be live again.
Okay.
And you know, the first part of it went for so long, I figured this part could use a new title.
What's it called?
Rational building is optional.
Yeah. Right.
Huh, that's an interesting build. Gonna be meta. Yeah. The most egregious tactic available.
Okay. Hmm.
You're being attacked, deal with the enemies.
Yeah.
You're
Just
being...
going to think about this. See.
Don't forget you can lock onto enemies.
No. Alright. Just have to think about what I'm working with here. Hmm.
Why do you want to make me cry with your inventions?
These are probably useful somehow. Sure. Hmm. Hmm. What do I want to do with this? Okay, so...
You might want to
No.
talk through your thoughts more.
Largle.
I can't be the only one who carries the streams with thoughts. 'Cause
I
I do a bad job of it.
I know, but I don't have thoughts. I just have
That would
doing.
explain the creations.
Huh?
That would explain the creations.
Well, that happened. Okay, so. Alright. So, what if each wood had a wheel? What do I come up with that way?
An imbalanced mess. No thoughts, head empty.
We don't know that for sure. Mm. Oh. Ooh. What happens if I do this? Hmm. Oh. I have a thought. Okay, so I could touch like this? No, it'll automatically touch like that. Okay. If I touch like this, what happens? Okay, it touches like that anyways. Oh, well, the troublemaker is that. So, what if I put it on a rock? It's still gonna be flat. It's going to be... something.
45-degree angle.
Alright. Uh, 4 wheels, wooden board, low wooden boards, long wooden boards, wide wooden boards. You know, I think I got something. Okay. So, I got this wooden thing. I only have 3 wheels. Oh. So. No. That's not what I was aiming. So... No, like this.
What?
And then I could attach the wheel to the other one. No, I want the wheel. Interesting, but no. Okay. No, that went wrong way. Okay. No, that's wrong angle.
This is the rest of the stream. Welcome to the rest of the stream, everyone.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to time freeze you.
That's not a freeze, it's a rewind. This is far more amazing than it has the right to be. I will agree with that.
Yes! No!
You should have broke the time stop, or time rewind.
I forgot to!
question though. Why not leave board flat on ground and rotate the wheel pieces to attach it?
What do you mean?
Well, you're having issues trying to get the board at the right angle, right?
Oh, like this.
Yes.
Oh.
Or at least the first one.
Oh.
But you can do it with this one too.
Um.
Have it tip over onto the rock so that it doesn't tip all the way over.
Oh, yeah. Like this. Thank you.
Well, no, because it's going to tip over the rock. Put it a little bit further away.
I could. Oh. Further away?
No, it's good. It balanced out better than I thought it would.
Okay.
Alright, now how are you going to do front and back balance?
Okay, so these are the last two pieces I have to work with. Well, I can... Let's see what I'm working with here. Alright.
Something that's going to get abandoned 5 minutes after we need to go somewhere.
That shouldn't stop me from brainstorming.
From brainstorming at all? No. From figuring out something useful? Maybe? Happy with yourself?
Yes.
I thought you said you could handle getting to the chasm.
I can. Seems like this one wasn't working. Oh.
You're disturbing the peace.
As if I care about disturbing the peace.
You're disturbing the local wildlife.
That still does not bother me.
You're disturbing the justice.
Oh no, low battery. Okay, I see what my problem is. I have
Do
it
you
pointed
though?
the wrong way.
Do you, though?
I have it pointed the wrong way.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so I have to find a way to balance the weight load. Shield's probably not balancing the weight load. Alright. Probably something heavier than shield. Spiky speared. I insist it would have worked if the person did not get in the way.
I'm going to leave you all to this for a little bit. I need a bit of a break myself, like Sid got. I need to save myself from this.
Okay, so... Alright, I'm already on it. Everything is good. Nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Why would you say that?
Things have gone wrong. Immediately.
I would say it's a record, but no, you've had faster. In the middle of saying it, you've had stuff gone so wrong.
I'm happy with my flying machine. Well, it's not flying, but it's a machine. Okay. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. So anyways, we were going somewhere. Yes. Hmm. What if... Yes. Sorry. So... let's go ahead and put fans on here. Maybe the fans could push things. It'll be a lot easier to grab things from. Alright. Alright, for some reason, this wheel just doesn't want to work. That's fine. Okay, now our machine is ready to roll. No, that one wheel's not working. Doesn't matter. Okay. So I think I could kind of steer it by... changing the spot that I'm climbing to. I don't have enough batteries to make it work. That is sad. It was a mistake. Alright. We could easily fix the wheel. And if we do that... Why isn't it? Alright. Why wasn't it rolling? It was rolling just fine the other moment. Oh, is it because it's uphill? Oh. I'm going to reverse the little ear things it has and see if that helps things. Actually, it'd be much easier if they were straight. Like this. Like the other one ended up. No. Not exactly what I was going for. Alright. It's not gonna work with me. Then I'm going. Yes! Everything is going according to the plan. I probably shouldn't move it up. Okay, everything moves up, then it goes according to the plan. Okay, it said artists be crazy. Alright, I'm just going to time stop it. Improv time stop. And then we'll get to the chasm and everything will be fine. See? I have less control on the device than I would like to think I have. I still like it. We're bringing it with us. How have you been today, Jules? Oh. Ah. Oh, no. So that was one. No, my machine broke. Let's check out what that person was. Well.
Hi.
Oh, so you're alright, traveler? Sorry, I didn't read. Sorry, I'm a little preoccupied to deal with travelers I know. That's what you are, right, traveler? Isn't Dave here? Captain Hawes' squad of monster control crew is going to engage monsters around here soon. But you, by now they've already walked in combat with monsters at the layer to the south. Not going to stop you if you want to go watch sparks fly, but at least take some precautions first. This was the one who was too sluggish to move.
Oh.
Hey travelers, I'd stay away from that stuff if you care about your health. Folks are calling it gloom. If you got any on you, you start losing your strength, like it's sucking your life away. Just some glue while picking around in the depths, but now look at me. Worst of all, the worst of it will recover on its own, little by little, as long as you're on the surface. While you're in the depths, you can't recover at all. I thought I was going to die down there. Some investigation and later I turned out to be, and pitiful. Completely reliant on Devil, so I really want to recover by morning. Hey, you again, I told you not to sneak up on me. Can't you see I'm right on the edge of the chasm? My colleague who works with me on the Zonai survey team is down there. What happened if I slipped and fell on him, huh?
Oh.
Don't throw me again. Keep in my investigation at the moment. Alright then. This is a place. Hey, Link. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ponic from Zone I to Survey Team. Robbie told me to guide you to him once you arrive. But you rushed along with such a haste that I didn't bring enough bright bloom seeds. Now I've run out. So I've lost sight of him.
Ah.
So he was taking short walks to that glowing area over there. Then he just kept going. And going. Last I saw him, he was heading away out there off to the west. Do you have any bright bloom seeds with you? I do.
Ah.
You easily get bright bloom seeds from caves, and they'll light up with straw, so they're pretty easy to use. You see it's all the time on the survey team. Throw them with your hand.
Oh.
Those skilled of us with bow will touch them here and fire them off to the distance out there.
Ah.
Plenty of those seeds with you. Multi-winged insect that lives in the depths. Creates luminescent elements that can be cooked into an elixir, which will add faint glow to anyone who consumes it. What if I... That's a dark clump. 100? Oh. Oh. Ah. What's this? Oh. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Light root dispelled darkness and light in surrounding area. Soon. Now on the table. Hey you. It's really dark down here. You know, with my goggles I could barely see. Sure brought some bright bloom seeds with me. Not sure what it is, but it looks harmless. This place is roughly under the shrine on the surface. Anyways, I'm off to the glowing root that I see shining west of here, so you better hurry up and get moving. This is kind of a massive cavern. Alright. Looks like if I even try to climb that spot, I'll get myself killed. Alright. Okay, it's just going to anchor to wherever. That's an interesting idea. But I need something that'll work better. Uh... I know. Not the best illumination, but... Oh. Okay, I'm going. Oh, did I take some damage? Apparently I did. Oh, their regular attacks will do it. Alright. Oh. Good bit of Zonite. Buff shroom. Alright. Well, Flight Route will work as hotspot to go back to, but I'm going to need to go back. We got some Zonite, though. Alright. It goes down to segregate these a little bit more.
Ah. Oh.
And keep going and going.
Ah.
Alright.
Ah. Oh.
Oh, that is a very nastily bloom infested area. Of course, he's not here. Hey, you, still alive? Looks like this place is swimming in gloom. Get too close to stuff and you're asking for trouble. If I didn't have any bright glooms, it'd be curtains. And again, first time down here, I haven't kicked the bucket, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Spotted something of interest through my goggles, shaped that bigger. Joshua insists. I'll be continuing to head west towards one of those glowing roots I see it. See you soon. Oh, that one. There's a simple way to handle this. Weapon invention! Oh. Not what I was going for. And I could use this to traverse the underground easily without worrying about bright bloom this, bright bloom that. Okay, what if I have it on now? Okay, I get the message. be honest, I only wanted to use one fan, but I accidentally took out another. Alright, and... It's really fun to actually experiment and try to figure this out. Getting used to the rules here. Go ahead and take a quick second. Alright. Mistakes have been made. I don't know if these imperfections will actually screw it up, but it's the best I could try, right? So the building system, really fun. Uh, Alright, it's flying this time. Into a tree. Still flied. Uh... Robbie will probably be dead by the time we're there. I have no regrets, he ran off on his own. We really have to do something about that battery life. Oh. I believe this is what we call a hazard. Ooh, bonfire. So at least I didn't land in gloom. It's entirely because I have 2 fans. Two fans are actually why I'm having a lot of problems. I wonder if one fan would have a lot of problems. Not that it really matters. Okay. Zonite, I don't want Zonite. Armor. Zonite devices, key items. Well, I have an item I could consume to actually... On a zonal device sensor, use it to recover a small amount of charge. But thank you for the sub. And thanks for keeping your sub up. Oh. Huh. Okay, I'm sad, but it's just gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to just work with not having that fan. So anyways... Okay, we have to go now. And we're hitting the surface. Yeah, on my phone now. Alright. First, I'm gonna have to set up some food and then. Alright, some speed, biting some sure. Food. What happens if you bake a golden apple? Wait. Nice. Alright. Going to try a bit more tweaking on the wing setup. It's like yep. It's like, why even work with it if you're not going to experiment? If Sprong's not enough lift, then more devices that give lift. Simple enough solution. Why? Do they not have enough power on their own? I don't want to use more of my materials, but... Okay. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. At the absolute worst, I have a functional flying machine. That, well, a hopping machine. I think I know how to improve on this design. If I'm using a hopping machine, then what better for a hopping machine than a couple of springs? Oh my, these are a lot bigger than I thought they'd be. Hopefully the game doesn't detect obstructions. Oh. Let's load. There, I took out the amount I want. Okay, the principle of add more X has not worked out for me yet, but it may this time. You know what? This is experimental run. I just get the wings weight on it. Uh, hmm. So, fun experimenting. Get up, get up. Love. Okay, yeah. Hey. This, your alarm going off is recorded on stream. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're back. Alright. One more try. No fancy stuff. Just a boy and his wing. And reverse time travel. Nothing fancy. No! I think tonight everything is...
And that's a heart gone.
Boy, it's wing and a fan that doesn't output enough power.
So anything exciting happened while I was taking my rest?
Disasters.
Ah,
One death.
one death.
Not for lack of trying.
Oops. That.
Robbie ran off on his own, and I've been trying to set up a way to safely traverse this place. My methods may have been generally more dangerous than every native danger down here. Why? Does this wing think I'm not good enough for it? I think it doesn't think I'm good enough for it. Alright. I just head over there. Nothing complicated.
You're not gonna get enough airtime with the wing to have it go pretty much anywhere.
Yeah. Then I'm just going to carry it with me or something, I don't know. I tried the spring. Springs are big.
Springs are big.
They are very big springs.
You can just leave it, you know.
At least it's regular damage.
Your health is still super low. You might want to...
Alright. Ooh. Oh yeah, there was a bunch of mouse-infested monsters.
Oh?
Like, they were, I think they were moblins. But
Huh.
they were corrupted with a bunch of mouse stuff. Glim. Alright, one thing before I abandon my creation. With 1,000 errors.
Are you just trying to light up the area?
Oh,
You're not going to be able to get that back.
that was just the natural consequences. But
The bright, yes.
I have an idea. Yeah, that's what I want to do. There!
Ah.
Yeah, those things.
Want to be less squishy or more hardy? Both.
Any damage those things do, by the way. So let me go ahead and.
You missed.
As I've noticed.
You got hit.
As I made aware.
Okay.
Oh, that was a critical too. There's still one alive? Oh, let's touch it.
To what? Attach it to what?
My spear. Okay. So that was a disaster, but we got loot out of it. The only way we're getting that health back is if we go back to the surface.
Or if you can, you know, get a pot, perhaps?
What's a pot gonna do for us?
Let you cook a meal.
I have plenty of food.
Check some of the ingredients.
Alright. Let me go ahead and... No more bomb mining! Bombs are a precious resource again.
There will be some food stuff that'd be good to make.
Did I pass it?
Maybe. Go back down. Down. Left. What? Right. What's that say?
Could have just pointed to it.
Yeah, but what fun is that? Don't forget you only get one meal per pot.
I only need one meal.
You need to use a hand. Yeah.
I think that's going to do enough.
Mm. Sunny steamed fruit. And wow, perfect. Restores 3. Missing. Oh, question. Open your map?
Let me get these real quick, okay?
Sure.
So, yes, they were mess adventures, but they were fun. Besides difficulties from not getting enough air of my map. What about it?
Ah, it is another level for
Yep.
the depths. So that's 3.
I want my wings back. The choo-choo jelly's not corrupted.
No, the choo-choo itself, though.
I'm gonna use lots of donut.
Yeah. There's another piece to the right.
Mhm. Oh. Think it's so squishy. So it's going to break regardless, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to drop it and try to... What can I attach that can help the whole glowing situation? If I do bloom and it's on the shield, does it stay on the shield when I grab it?
Why wouldn't you just equip the shield and attach it then?
So,
So now you drop a bloom.
so see ya.
Looks like no. It doesn't do a glow.
I need to find some way to get it to activate. Wrong. Shit!
Don't forget combining with... okay, got it. Combining with an eye would give homing.
Mm-hmm.
Might I have a go soon?
Soon.
Okay.
I just need to find a way to get the glow to come.
Might I recommend taking a careful look at your ingredients?
Would you mind me experimenting with luminous stone?
Would you mind if I suggested taking a careful look at your ingredients?
Mention the ingredient you're thinking of.
I don't remember the exact name, but one of them helps you glow.
Uh,
To make one's body glow. Yeah.
So just go ahead cook it.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna set this up instead first.
What is this?
It is the underground towers.
Oh. Anything else I missed while I was out?
So the one death I had was I got my machine to the chasm and then fell off it when it was tumbling. I was hoping to stay on it. I have no regrets.
Hmm. Oh, hey.
Yep, they do that.
Isn't that wasn't there a fire nearby?
Yeah.
Oh, not with a pot, though. What? Look at how bright that thing got. That light down in this dark is downright refreshing. In fact, it's so luminous, it's almost like we're on the surface. Just standing near it makes me feel so much better. How strange. Hey, it's you. You're finally here. I need to show you what I found. This statue. It's standing tall on two legs, one arm raised high. It looks an awful lot like the figure Joshua showed us on that piece of slate, don't you think? Alright, get that camera of yours ready. It's time to put it to work. That's right, I forgot you hadn't used the camera when we last spoke. Very curious indeed, given it's one of the Purapad's basic features. Give me that
Purapad first thing, alright?
Well, there's the problem. Your camera is locked, and so is your high roll compendium. Hang on. If I remember correctly, you press this while you pull this, then you tap that. Okay, so now we've got only one more rune to unlock. Boom! Now you should be able to use both the camera and your high roll compendium. So, go capture a picture of that statue. There's a good chance to verify that it's working properly. Test it out. Experience is the best teacher, after all. Once you've captured the image, come back here. I want to see how it looks.
Better than taking pictures of Pura. Oh, yeah, how'd it go?
If you've captured... Oh, hey you, how'd it go? If you captured an image of that statue with your camera, then hurry up and show me. I'd like to see how it looks. I think my tongue is swollen.
Rip.
So, did you get a good picture? Stupendous. Looks like you've captured it well. I'm sure Joshua will be satisfied with this. Lighting up that immense root, getting us a picture of the statue. You've just started helping us research what's down here, but soon enough we're going to have even more to investigate. Well then, it's time I head back up to the surface. See you at Lookout Landing. Don't make Joshua wait too long for that picture.
Like it really looks like there's enough elevation to get some to get flying in, right?
Eh.
They're evil, I have to kill them. Everything's weak to bomb. Considering these are dangerous, I have no issue with not holding back.
Surprised you just didn't just stab at it.
Whoops. Ooh.
Hey, you've got a hammer, right? Good news is, you don't even need to use the hammer.
Why not?
Go towards the middle. See the little red things right there?
Yeah.
Pick one up and put it close. And throw something at it. Not something on fire, though. Not something on... Okay, well.
Oh, shh.
Oh, setting a spicy pepper on fire. Looks like there's stuff next to it to pick up. Oh, it burned.
Sorry. As you were saying.
Explodey thing go boom. Pay attention where stuff go after explodey thing go boom.
Yeah.
Also, maybe open the chest that you
I
kept
will.
running past.
I just want to collect the loot first. Oh my god. Did I get all of it?
I think so. The stuff that didn't burn.
We'll set the pepper on fire this time.
Grab the stuff that's on fire. Grab the stuff that's on fire.
That's just the pepper. I only see the pepper. That's what's spicy now. Naira is excited about the amount of explosives going off.
Hmm.
I'm not.
Why not?
Violent explosions.
Yeah, and?
I can't say it's my thing. Alright, I think that's...
There were more rocks around the edge.
More rocks around the edge.
Go
I know
to the
there's
other
one
side.
on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, there's... What? That went all the way over there. Oh! There's something in there, because if it's in there,
No.
or deep... Okay, I was going to say, I'm going to leave it alone anyways. Looks like that was the last explosive, though.
So much zonite.
Yeah, we could
Go
increase
down,
our...
left, down.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I wasn't thinking of it earlier, but this one is pretty high up. Maybe I could venture out over to there?
Mm. I don't think it'd be a smart idea to glide out into the middle of areas when pretty much everywhere you go is surrounded by enemies that lower your maximum health.
If that's your one issue.
Why not
know.
start it up higher?
Fair.
You were the one who taught me this trick. What the...
That didn't. And I can't get the loot. Oh well, there's always going to be opportunities.
So yeah, I don't think that worked out too well. It's not high enough.
True. But anyways. Well, it's worth a try.
It really wasn't at that point.
Well, initially.
Initially, yeah, but that wasn't initially anymore. That's the auto. That's the auto.
Yeah. Alright.
Yay!
Well, it was fun. The words that are going to get me killed. I've probably not been as interesting. Yeah, just... I don't know, it's different when it's in the air, you know?
I'll probably... Do I choose heart or stamina? I'll probably go with heart this time. I like going with stamina if you feel like you can avoid hits too much.
Hearts are going to be progress gating, though. You guys remember those heart doors?
Yes, but how many of those are there?
Well, we know there's at least one. Can you ride them?
Okay, game.
Anyways. Do you think they're immune to the blue?
Answer your question? Yes.
Are you thinking of riding them already or no?
Yeah, at some point. I just didn't know if they'd also react similar to the other enemies. That is really helpful that they're immune to the gloom, though.
Let's go for that one.
That one what?
Way in the distance.
The orange thing in the distance?
Yeah.
Where? There it is.
You're not going to be able to stable this horse, are you?
Nope.
Oh, it's smiling. Oh, go, you little abomination, go. I used all of our apples.
Ah, damn it.
I didn't expect a horse. Besides, if we have to make a choice, it's undead, you know?
Yeah. That's why it'd be cool to have.
No, that'd be terrible to have.
Oh. Cool. I've got some ghosts.
Looks like there's something on the distance to the right.
Over there.
Yeah.
Looks like a bunch of pose. Nope, not that way. Not that way.
That's so useful.
Yeah.
Aren't those like the ghosts of dead or something?
Yes, pose are ghosts.
And you're going to sell them.
Probably. Okay.
Skip.
I guess. Undead horse, nice to have in the depths.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, where is that in relation to? Oh, that's there. Okay. Last location?
Don't know.
Camera work in the depths. Oh, that's up there. Okay. Oh, can you fast travel to these as well? Yeah. Cool.
I did a couple jumps up and down because of, you know, max health damage.
Uh, This place is huge. I didn't think that was sturdy enough for it to bother him.
No.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh?
What's that other one? Flamethrowers.
Huh.
Are the flamethrowers somehow useful for the flying machines?
I mean, you could probably put them on there.
Wait, what's the things on the top shelf? Looked like there was something. Yeah, what are those? Oh, just boards.
Huh. Probably... Probably another way to get around if you don't have Undead Horse.
Or if you have problems with unlocked ports. I forgot what button that command is.
Zio. Reset camera.
Oh.
Oh, nope, that's solid. I appreciate being able to do this so much. Being able to shoot bright bloom arrows.
Yeah. That's so friendly. Once the horse, always the horse.
I don't know how many pose I need, which is why whenever I see a grouping like that, it's like, no, gimme.
You pick up without getting off.
No.
That's kind of awkward.
Good to know. Don't really see any others offhand. Because there's a giant wall there. That would probably do a good job of obscuring it.
I have to say, the underground doesn't seem to as popular. Oh, try and ascend from part of the clear space.
That's what I was thinking. Nope.
What about that jot? Solo.
What, that one?
No, the one to the left. Yeah. Oh no, you can't get it at all?
No. Not. Oh, jeez. I got super
close.
lucky with where I walked there. Wow.
You want to try climbing up?
Yeah, sure.
Hmm. Okay, there you go.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, there's one. I'm gonna go back for a horse. I just want to make a note of this. Oh. That is a tree. Horse! No, 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 horse! No, horse! That's unfortunate.
Horse is like, what? What's wrong? Why are you not coming? Apparently its hearing is not intact. Looks like there's something going on over there.
Over to the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, this...
Wait, did we make a full loop?
No? Yeah. Yeah, this would be to the right from where we are.
So we...
We have not gone all that far.
Hmm.
Ooh, that lit up a lot more.
I'll look at the entry.
A skeletal horse often ridden by monsters. These animals, which used to be ordinary horses, are said to be revived in areas where there is a high gloom concentration. They can only maintain their forms in darkness, and they have the remarkable ability to run atop gloom.
Yep. Uh... Can we find out what the hell the deal with the tree is?
But the what?
The trees, when trees attack?
Oh, if we find another, sure. This looks like a... I don't know if that's a gloom on the map or a crevice. Well, gloom looks to be a different... Oh, no, it's giant
It's a
wall.
wall.
That makes sense. Crevice down here? Madness. Huh. This is where I just was, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. What? Throwing spears sparkle. What? I'm gonna drop your Traveler Sword stick.
Okay. Could you take a picture of the shadow thing? Oh,
In my defense, I didn't expect it to just vanish. Horsey, come back.
try equipping the sparklies.
Huh.
Looks unremarkable.
Kinda does. Wonder what's up. My Claymost.
Traveler's Playlist.
The bombs were over this way, right? I agreed with your assessment. Dangerous enemies.
He just looks away for a second and all of a sudden everything's exploded. Oh, those... Take a picture of them sometime.
He's blowing a horn. We need to kill him. Little frocks. Oh, it didn't actually deal...
Yeah, they do regular damage.
Hmm.
I thought I mentioned that last time.
Maybe you did.
I see how it is. I give you the game and now you're going to die. Just as I expected, I guess.
Yum. But what if I made the throwing spear most?
I have concerns.
Imagine launching one of these at someone. Ah, Link the ballista.
It looks like a javelin missile. They're too crazy for me to keep off. Maybe we should have left the controller in the hands of someone sound of mind.
We don't have anyone like that around here.
I have been playing in a very sane way.
No? No, I'm gonna go with no.
You lie.
UI?
You lie.
Oh, I don't lie.
You lie hard.
Don't lie hard. Horse. No. Horse. Shiny. Horse. I want to bring my Skelehorse up. Applian Grove? Oh, jeez.
Look, you take a picture of trees.
If Horse wants to slow down. It's an Evermean. That's a lot of recoverable materials. Monster that mimics a tree found throughout the forest of Hyrule. These imposters are hard to differentiate from the genuine article, making it easy for them to team up and pounce on unsuspecting passersby. Because the species shares characteristics with trees, it can be chopped down in much the same way. No, 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 no. Keep going, please. Keep going, please. Keep going, please. Well, maybe we can stop for a moment. Okay, time to find, by most used. There we go. Please go, please go. They're everywhere. I don't like it when trees attack. Huh. The highest up I've been. Do I want to mess with going higher up? Oh. Oh? I honestly thought it was just going to be pitch black everywhere. You okay?
Yeah.
Can't take that out here. Oh, huh. Okay.
Another ascent?
Probably not another ascend. Hmm. Don't slide off. Okay, I have a spot I want to get to. Please don't attack. Please don't attack. Please don't attack.
I'm a little scared right now.
I feel like it's a valid concern. That Poe is sitting high up. Yeah? Hmm. Okay, it's not going to get close enough. Okay, what did that actually give me? The deposit? Yeah. Yay, Moblin. This is very finicky on what it wants to capture. Oh. Wait, what? Really? Game? Game? There it goes. Sure. That's a picture of a muddle bug. Or bud. Muddle bud. I don't see my horse. Do I go horseless from now?
I'm going to have to.
Oh. Thought that was going to reach a bit further.
Don't you have somewhere where you could turn in the Zonites?
That looked bad to have thrown at me. It caught its horn. I shot over its head, but it caught its horn.
Rip. That sucks.
That's... I'm not used to them having horns. They didn't have horns in Breath of the Wild. Okay. How far back am I? Oh, that's not too far back. Really? Okay, well, that's unfortunate.
I think that's definitely more unfortunate. Boop.
Boop.
Everything coming through so far? No problems in the stream?
My Claymost will hit all of you.
Alright, that's good. Like, lamos.
Spinning attack with a Claymost. When you don't care whose legs you chop off.
Including your own.
I mean, I'm not hitting my own legs. Oh, Claymore. I like the insanity of some of these weapons. Oh, but what if I attached a spear to a claymore? Would that give me even more range? I forget how much Zonite it takes for one energy cell.
100.
No. Or a crystallized charge. How many Zonite per crystallized charge? It takes 100 charges for an extra battery. Well, I guess let's break this the old-fashioned way. There was one arrow in each of them. Da 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 da. Ooh. Kev. Think we should finally get out of here.
Tiny bit more exploring. explore the last little bit here, and then yeah, go to the surface so that you could. What's that in the distance? Left,
That?
left, left, left. There.
Looks like a post hole. No? No, it's not.
Investigate that, then we'll come back.
Okay, I can glide to that. Oh, the trees are gonna attack. Yoink.
You shouldn't be so senseless. They're only trees.
Monsters. A lot of them. I don't see it anymore. Further over that way?
Next time we see it, mark it on the camera.
Hmm. Wonder what that is. All right. Over here. Nope. Stop trying to climb the tree this time, Link. Trees are not your friend. Camera. Camera? Camera. I don't want the deposit. I want the... That is finicky as all hell. Camera dumb. There. Pre-attached. There, I got your pictures. I know it's gonna come attack. That thing can take a hit.
Hey, your weapon's not very effective on it.
Maybe. Got the horn. Okay. So. That's not good. I missed. No, not into that. Uh... Okay.
Oh, that was an adventure.
Like, it didn't do a lot of damage, sure, but it did enough. Hey, more arrows.
Minor damage is major when 1/4 of your health is 1 heart.
Okay. Nothing else up here. Okay. We have a lot of Zonite now. I think with that, we should probably just go ahead and...
180?
What's up?
Zoom into the distance.
What, over there?
Yeah.
That's... of course it is.
Yeah, mark it.
Oops.
Nice. Congrats, Jules.
Nice. Well, you fought it. Did you beat it? Before we say nice and congrats.
Congrats, Jules.
Yay! Re-congrats. I'm gonna try to make my way over to that area. How far off is it? The red mark? That's not too bad. I don't know if the root is gloom damage-y. So I didn't want to risk that. God damn it. Wait, did I break my Claymos? Oh.
Heads will roll, apparently.
Oh. I'm glad those things die easily. Just suddenly swarm. Okay, I now have another Claymos. Is the sword holding it? Oh, no, it's just attached, I think. Oh, they missed an opportunity there. That'd have been an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, it's still great.
Oh. Didn't mean to do that.
What do we want more of?
Actually, what am I doing? I have a Claymost. That doesn't hit them. They're too short. Me out of stamina. Oh, I don't like this. What were you asking?
I was gonna ask about what was we were trying to charge up. I was gonna look up the cost information.
Oh, how much a crystallized charge costs? Okay. Nothing around. Oh no. Huh. Everything's going to be scary now. Fine. Just so I can get a look. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Okay. Because I need to get over there. I keep doing that. I keep still trying to use up for runes.
Gotcha. Apparently increasing your crystallized charges are...
Wait, attach? I don't want that.
There's a specific thing to get the crystallized charges.
Oops. Don't want you down there quite yet.
slab on a fan.
Also with one of these underneath.
Okay. I thought it was crazy. Yeah, you're supposed to find something in the underground that you can.
Get it again. I don't know why I keep doing that. Supposed to find something in the underground that what?
That lets you do the trade for the increase on charges. There are like
Oh,
17.
do I have to rebuild it? Well, rip.
Yeah, there's like 17 different currencies in this game, I noticed.
Right?
Don't need the things to be that big. There's a smaller slab.
Yeah, but I'd rather have the big slab.
Okay.
This way, right?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
No. It's hard to tell when you're actually already have to grab, you know? And you got me confused, I think. I'm still feeling bad that I had trouble actually using the wing after I taught you how to use it, you know?
This thing is spinning a lot. Wow.
Just because of RAM.
Okay.
So there's not really a way to steer it. That's really what I'm after, a way to steer things. Is it physically unbalanced?
I think it's just this is too hilly of an area.
Why didn't waste equipment is making this?
True.
What if you just attach an engine to skate directly?
And a flamethrower.
Absolutely. You have to keep it balanced.
I assume the flamethrower or the flame comes out this side.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna hit it from the side just to be sure. Wait, that's not a flamethrower.
What is that?
What? Is it? Are those tires? Like, mechanized tires?
Oh, yeah. That's a tire. That's a wheel.
Oh, that would be more useful.
Okay.
It's still way over there. I don't need it. Okay, so let's go with your idea of the smaller slab. Let's get you a bit out of the way. No, you know what? With the size of these things, I do think I want the larger slab on this.
Coward.
I don't know what direction it goes, is the issue. I have a hunch.
I think I saw arrows on the treads.
I think it's going to go away from the mouth, basically. Oops. But the most important thing is just making sure they're all facing the same direction.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because if it's going one way and I want it to go the other, I can just stop it and... Okay. Okay. I was wrong. It goes in the direction of the mouths. So let's
Just
try this.
throw a pepper at it. Cement, yeah.
Actually. Then I have light with the way I'm going.
Yeah, it's a lot better to just reset it every now and then instead of just shooting into darkness every 5 seconds. Why don't you get those Zonites?
It's right close to that. And I didn't want to slide onto it. Okay.
Probably heal up before moving on.
But it's right there.
There's another one in the distance again.
God damn it. I made it work.
I noticed! Just park your cool ride next to the slide plant.
Made it. I'm getting out of here on this one. Oh, message? Okay, underground cool, underground also scary. If you're gonna do extended exploration down here, better to prepare the gloom ridding food. But I'm glad I know what those are now, and I wish I knew beforehand. With the first one we went to. Because those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, and there, and there. But no. Nope. Getting out.
Hey, there's a red light you never cleared up.
Oh, that was the one that I did mark. So that one.
You gotta get to the one you marked.
Nope.
What about the green marker?
Green marker was for this tower.
Hmm.
I don't know if we can actually activate the towers now. Grumble. Oh, wow. I'm right below the shrine. I wonder if all of these are right below shrines.
Do you want me to give you the location of where to turn in for the crystal charges thing?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh my god. Is that the same with this one? Yep. Well, no wonder these. You see how this is the Stackajat light route?
That's the Sekachat shrine.
No. It's the Tajikat's shrine. The name's
They're all
backwards. The Oyame? Oh, well. I am just going to mark that because almost guaranteed it's right there.
Yeah.
The Kianonis is going to be the Sinanoik. But that is a cool thing to notice because it means you can predict where light runes and light roots and shrines are.
Hmm.
I don't know if the same will be able to be said for sky shrines. Because how would they inverse it again? You know?
Say again?
How would they reverse it again? I don't know if it'd be the same for sky shrines.
Oh.
Oh, well, definitely not, because...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just surface and depths. Which still makes sense. Alright. I know there's one you can turn it into on the Sky Island, because of the Forge Construct. That's where I got the ones in the first place. Or that Crystal Refinery. Yeah.
If you're getting out there anyways.
I'm getting out of here anyways. I'm going to go here so I can sleep in the vault.
We have something we want to do. I'm going to sleep in a vault instead.
It's already been almost 3 hours since the stream broke earlier.
Yeah?
It's 11:30.
Yeah?
There is not going to be a Saturday and Sunday stream. It's going to be just one big stream.
Yeah?
This is a fun game to explore.
What's about Rito? Seems upset.
So they finally did it. That's a big beak.
Yeah. Do you sleep for free in the emergency shelter?
Yep. Everything down here is free for us to take and use as we wish. And there's also a statue down here to pray to. Which brings us to the question.
When the glow of the blood-stained moon shines.
Uh-huh, yep. Blood moon while we slept. Right, brings us to the question. Stamina or health?
Health.
Health?
Health.
Okay. Heart container, yes. I like the in-game bit where it's not, hey, you magically have more health than you previously did. It's clearing out some of the gloom. to get your health back.
Yeah, but the health you're getting back from the gloom stuff is health that you magically got in the first place.
Shh. Nuh-uh, we had it at the beginning of the game.
And it's not some game. The game is a transfer over from what he got it. Are you not going to
Not going to what?
quest?
Yes. Ugh.
You wanted me for questing when I was in the middle of trying to smelt my contraptions.
Quest?
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 Had to try. So I keep my research materials. Shh, you don't need them. Please, hands off, okay? Look, I'm bringing you pictures. Hey, you! Show Joshua the picture you took of the statue. Figure matches up pretty well, and it looks darn cool, too.
Sweat camera.
This is it. This does match what's on the fragment. Thank you, swordsman. Just like on the slate, this figure must be showing people of some sort, whoever they were. Which confirms my theory that people lived in the depths. I'm sure we'll find more traces of them if we keep searching. This is a big, big, big discovery. Now what's next? Possibilities. There's so much more to research. Oh, but before I focus on that, there's something I want to give you as thanks for helping with this stage of my investigation. Our earlier surveys of the depths found all of this. What do you think it's for? Well, it says right here, refined it for the crafting of weapons and armor. So, for the crafting of weapons and armor. I feel as if these contain some kind of strange power. Like maybe it's energy for something. Anyway, they might help you in your search for Princess Zelda, so hopefully you find them useful. That fragment has helped us see the depths in a new way. Now we're closer to understanding one of its mysteries. I'm going to sift through everything that our surveys have brought back from down there. Maybe there are even more fragments that I can piece together. Goggles, swordsman, thank you so much for going to investigate the depths for me. I guess we should do regional phenomena now.
Yeah. No, we should do that one refinery.
Which refinery? Up on the Sky Island?
Yeah.
Oh, and there's been a blood moon. I can show you the boss. Though I might want to get some arrows before doing it. I definitely used arrows. And I'm mildly out of arrows right now. We're mildly out of arrows. I shouldn't say I. Arrows are just so useful in this game. Alright, this way. No throw. Is that a moon?
That looks like a Death Star.
Oh, okay. Honestly, though, not gonna lie. Because of it looking like a Death Star. Gonna have a mark there. Whee! There's a ring of rocks around that tree. But one rock is missing. I wonder what that could mean. What?
I'm surprised.
I'm so surprised. That's a flux construct.
Oh.
I appreciate this. Oh, there's a star next to its health bar. Because I defeated it before. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I used arrows during this part to shoot it from below.
But now you can just get on and do rewind.
Yeah. Ah. Okay. Well, I should have seen that coming.
I don't know what you...
Okay, there we go.
Skip just drops. Oh, that looks kind of spiky.
Yep. So this is the thing that drops that just can't pick up. Let's see. I'm gonna put it on a bokoblin arm.
Macabo's arms fall apart easy. No, pick a better weapon. Can I try select? Can I decide one?
I mean,
Left? Left, left, left? What about the Zonite sword?
it's better if you put a Zonite item on it because it powers it up. That's why I haven't haven't merged it yet.
Okay.
I mean, I've got this Talus heart on an arm.
Not fair. Alright.
Not intending to use these for everyday fights. 30, 33. Those are boss killer weapons. Yeah, that was fun to refight, honestly. Just because I had to do it in a way I didn't do it before. I wanted the crystal refinery, right? Isn't that what you were saying?
Yeah.
I wanted the crystal refinery. Wait, how did I ignore this gacha machine before?
I was saying there was some underground location that I saw being talked about. But then you were pointing to the crystal refinery, so
Oh.
I wanted to check it out. Ah, that's something called Calissa.
Alright, what do you give us? Fan, portable... Oh, this is only 3, so fan, portable pot, and flame emitter. I'm cool with that. Okay. Crystal refinery.
Yeah, the crystal refinery was something you seemed to be more interested in when you were pointing it out. I was like, I want to turn these in somehow, and if that's where you said you could turn them in.
They only have a limited amount, though, is the issue.
Hmm.
But it's the only place I'd seen previously. If I can remember how to get into it. Hey, I have an arrow now. Man, that'd have been nice to have a few other times. Don't actually remember how to get into it. You're looking into it?
I think I already saw a specific location point.
Is it reasonable enough? Is there one above ground, not in the depths, that's reasonable to get to?
The only one
Oh.
that... Well, let's check this out.
Mining cave.
Why is the dark so dark?
Good question. I should switch off this before I accidentally use it. Huh, that's still there. Do they just stay there forever then? No, because I threw some down here.
Did that construct not have nothing to say?
It's talking about bright, using the bright seeds. Alright, down this way.